Hi, my name is Julio Rivera. I'm an activist, journalist, adventurer, veteran, television presenter, and businessman. I've covered many of the major historical events going on around the world over the past several years, and after watching regime changes, conflict, and historic elections globally, I've come to the conclusion that the most underreported crisis in the world today can be defined in only one word: malware. That's why I've decided to dedicate my time to educating people everywhere and exposing the dangers that exist on the devices that we've become tethered to and depend on for so many reasons in our day-to-day life. Welcome to This Week in Malware. On This Week in Malware, we'll be covering WSPN joins the Stop Djvu ransomware family. Hijacker.com is a suspicious website that generates push notifications, and Ismilinstite is a troublesome adware that bombards users with internet ads. WSPN Ransomware has been detected as yet another variant of Stop Djvu ransomware. Like other associated strains of the prominent malware threat, the ransomware locks files and then demands a ransom fee to restore file access. Infections like WSPN ransomware can be distributed via software bundles. So if you tend to download freeware or pirated apps from torrent or cracked software sites, you may end up installing such threats. WSPN ransomware locks most of the popular file types, including photos, music, documents, and videos. During the file encryption process, WSPN ransomware adds the .wspn extension to the affected files and leaves a ransom note on the user's desktop and in every folder that contains encrypted files. Once downloaded and installed, WSPN ransomware employs the AES encryption algorithm to lock up target files. Quite often, information stealers like Corbot and Redline are deployed alongside ransomware, and this allows hackers to access sensitive user information before encrypting the files. Therefore, it is possible for WSPN ransomware to use similar tools as well. After the file encryption, the ransomware demands a ransom in order for victims to obtain a decryption key. The decryption key costs $980, but the ransomware's operators will offer a 50% discount and only charge $490 if the victim contacts them within the first 72 hours after infection. The hackers can be contacted at support@freshmail.top and data restore help at airmail.cc. However, we discourage establishing contact with them, as there's no guarantee that the hackers will provide decryption tools after payment or even communicate with you. It is important to note that WSPN ransomware does not just encrypt data. Infections from the Stop Djvu ransomware family may also attempt to delete all shadow copies of the affected files stored on victims' computers. This can make the document and data recovery extremely difficult, if not impossible. It is highly recommended that you do not attempt to pay a ransom for the decryption key, as this does not guarantee restored access to the encrypted files. The best course of action is focusing on methods that can help you restore your data and protect your system from similar threats. How do I deal with the WSPN ransomware infection? To protect yourself from the WSPN ransomware attack, you should practice safe web browsing habits like refraining from opening email attachments from unknown senders and downloading programs from unreliable sources. You should also have a reputable malware remediation tool installed on your computer. That way you can regularly scan for elements associated with this troublesome ransomware infection and other malware. Also, to reduce the potential damage of a future ransomware infection, please consider backing up your files on an external hard drive or cloud storage. Hijacker.com is a suspicious website that generates push notifications. Unreliable third parties may sometimes use push notifications to distribute adware and, in some cases, possibly even malware. Why are such push notifications like the kind associated with Hijacker.com potentially harmful, and how can you prevent it from affecting your computer? The potential issues behind push notifications. Intrusive advertisements. Frequent and intrusive push notifications bombard users with unwanted ads, pop-ups, and promotional content. Misleading content. Such pop-ups often contain misleading or deceptive messages, enticing users to click on unverified links or download potentially harmful software. Privacy concerns. By allowing push notifications, users may give permissions to third parties to collect various user data like browsing habits and preferences. This info is often sold for targeted advertising. Distraction and disruption. Frequent push notifications can disrupt online activities, causing distraction and annoyance. How to prevent unwanted push notifications. To prevent unwanted push notifications associated with websites like Hijackers.com from affecting your computer, follow these preventative measures. Review notification settings. Regularly review and manage notification settings in your web browser. Disable or block notifications from suspicious or unwanted websites to avoid receiving unwanted pop-ups. Block pop-ups. Enable pop-up blockers in your web browsing settings to prevent unwanted pop-up ads or deceptive content. Use security software. Install reputable anti-malware and ad blocker software. These tools can detect and block harmful websites and ads, including those related to undesirable push notifications. Be cautious online. Exercise caution when clicking on links or accepting notifications from unknown or suspicious websites. Avoid engaging with such elements to prevent further exposure to potentially harmful content. Use privacy settings. Utilize browser privacy settings and features to control data collections and restrict notifications from unknown sources. Keep software updated. Keep your operating system, web browsers, and security software up to date with the latest security patches. This helps protect against known vulnerabilities that can be exploited by online threats. Educate yourself. Stay informed about current cybersecurity threats and best practices for online security. Regularly educate yourself and others to recognize and avoid potentially dangerous websites. Push notifications like the one associated with Hijackers.com may pose certain online security risks. Its intrusive nature, misleading content, and potential for unwanted software distribution may lead to compromised systems. By implementing preventative measures such as managing notification settings, using security software, and staying cautious while browsing the net, users can effectively protect themselves from adware and maintain a secure and enjoyable online experience. Ismilinstite is an adware utility that inundates users with excessive volume of internet ads. Why is adware like Ismilinstite a potential threat, and how can you remove it from your computer? The issues behind adware. Excessive advertisements. Adware displays internet ads, pop-up banners, and sponsored content. This content bombardment can be annoying, disruptive, and interfere with normal online activity. Unwanted content. Adware may display inappropriate or offensive content, making it unsuitable for certain audiences, such as children. Privacy concerns. Some adware programs track users' web browsing habits and collect personally non-identifiable data. This information may be used for targeted advertising or sold to third-party advertisers, raising privacy concerns. Malware distribution. In the most unlikely cases, adware may also serve as a vector for malware distribution. When exploited for malware distributors, adware could display malicious ads or sponsored links that, once clicked, could lead to the installation of more dangerous threats like spyware or ransomware. To remove adware like Ismilinstite from your computer, follow these steps. Use anti-malware software. Install reputable anti-malware software and run a system scan. The software will detect and remove the adware and other threats. Uninstall suspicious applications. Go to the Applications or Programs and Features section on your computer and look for any unfamiliar or suspicious applications. Uninstall these programs to remove the adware. Clear browser data. Clear your web browser's cache, cookies, and history to remove any traces of the adware. Check browser extensions. Open your web browser like Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and check for any suspicious browser extensions. Remove any unfamiliar or unwanted extensions from the browser settings. Reset browsers. If the adware has modified your browser settings, reset the affected browsers to their default settings. This action will remove unwanted search engines, homepage settings, and extensions. Don't forget that this will also remove your personal customizations, so save the necessary data in advance. Update software. Keep your operating system and all installed software up to date with the latest security patches to prevent adware from exploiting known vulnerabilities. Be cautious online. Practice safe web browsing habits and avoid clicking on suspicious links or downloading files from unknown sources. Use ad blockers. Consider using ad blocking browser extensions to prevent adware and other intrusive advertisements from displaying. Adware like Ismilinstite can impact users' online experience by bombarding them with excessive advertisements. By using reputable anti-malware software, regularly updating programs, and practicing safe web browsing habits, you can effectively remove unwanted apps from your computer and protect yourself from potential risks and disruptions caused by adware. You know, as I think about the dangers that exist online, not unlike the subjects we learned about in this video, I know I feel a lot better having an anti-malware program like Spy Hunter installed in my PC, providing me the protection I need against malware, and I think you should too. Spy Hunter 5's strongest features are found in its malware repair capabilities. Spy Hunter 5's remediation algorithms dive deep into your system to remove and address complex malware issues affecting PCs today. While many anti-malware products only flag and quarantine malware and ultimately fail to fully remediate the root problem, the Spy Hunter 5 remediation algorithm detects, quarantines, and programmatically repairs malware problems on your PC. Spy Hunter 5 is a powerful PC utility that repairs malware threats in many cases where other competing anti-malware and antivirus programs may fail. To detect and remove malware for free, go to enigmasoftware.com and download Spy Hunter today. Thanks for watching.